What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube. And today I've got another episode of The Drive-In, and I'm doing something a little different again today. First of all, I want to apologize for my lack of content recently. I wanted to get this review and a couple others done earlier, but for some reason my phone is having a hard time uploading YouTube videos. I go to press the upload button and it won't really do anything, so I don't know if my account's in trouble or what's going on. But I've been having a hard time uploading videos. It's not allowing me to, so if there's content that comes out a little later, I do apologize. But I am back here again today with The Drive-In, where I review recent movies for you guys and tell you what I liked about them and give them ratings and all that fun stuff. Well, you guys saw my last review, and if you did not, please go check that out. I reviewed an independent film called That Night, which just recently came out. So go back and check that review out and go watch the movie That Night. It is up on YouTube right now. But another independent company saw that review and reached out to me to review his indie short film as well. I am somebody who writes short horror novels, directs short horror and drama films. So I told people, if you're in the independent film scene right now, please reach out. I will review your film, hopefully get some more eyes on your content. Someone else took me up on that, reached out and sent me his screener for his short film, which I am reviewing today. So I love to be able to bring you guys fresh content that's not out there for everyone to see yet, trying to get more exposure for young independent companies who are making really fun, creative movies, and this movie is no exception. This movie is called Nightshade. It is a 2019 release. I believe it is on YouTube right now. I think it's officially dropped like in the last day or two. I wanted to get this done a little early before it came out, but again, YouTube is being difficult. So this was written and directed by Charles Chutabala. I hope I didn't butcher your name, Charles. I apologize if I did. Charles Chutabala did a sci-fi horror film, a fantasy kind of a horror film, where he took a little unique take on the genre. This is a 4.5 minute short film that officially, I believe, is released on YouTube now, called Nightshade. It is starring Jennifer Nangle, Leah Schaefer, Marley Schaefer, and Lexi Marlene. And this is a really fun, short fantasy horror film. Basically, I don't want to give anything away, but this little girl, who I believe might be Leah Schaefer, I don't know, it didn't say who played which roles, but she was very good. Child actors generally are hard to find that are really, really talented, and they kind of can stay in character and stay diligent the whole time they're acting in these movies. But whoever the little girl was, I think it was Leah Schaefer. But she was very, very good. She did an excellent job. I really enjoyed her performance in this. But a little girl is being put to bed by her mother. She goes to lay down and go to sleep. She's a little afraid of the dark, it seems, and we find out that her toys in her room have kind of come to life. It is a real-life Toy Story situation where this evil queen doll or character comes to life and tries to destroy the princess character and the bunny rabbit character. So it is a toy convention come to life in a fun horror fantasy mashup that I really enjoyed. It was creative. Fantasy is hard to do in horror and hard to pull off, especially on low budgets. I don't know what Charles Chutabala's budget was, but I really enjoyed the way they did this. The little girl tries to go to sleep. The evil queen, played by Jennifer Nangle, who did an excellent job as the evil queen, comes to life, and I don't want to give anything away, but has kind of a battle with some of the other toys that the little girl has at her disposal. We see some pretty cool effects. We see some lighting changes, which I really enjoyed. We see some good prop usage. Jennifer Nangle uses some powder dust to get an advantage in this movie. We see the use of a lamp and some light flickering. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was shot pretty well. And again, it's kind of hard to give a full review on this because it's only a 4.5 minute movie, but they took the most of their opportunities. Having probably a low budget and 4 characters in one setting, they took a very minimalist situation and maximized the fun. This was an easy watch. Watching the little girl be terrified, watching the characters kind of come to life, especially Jen Nangle playing the evil queen, was a lot of fun. I think she also was the mother as well in this, which is kind of the spirit part of it. But we all have those fantasies, both good and bad, of what would happen if our toys came to life, the fun ones and the scary ones. And this kind of brings that into the stratosphere. So I really enjoyed this playful, nostalgic look back at childhood and some of the fun and evil things that can happen in it. And I recommend this to anyone. Nightshade is a really easy watch, a fun watch, and again, it takes limited resources and makes a very cool little story and tells a good story in a short amount of time. And the characters, of course, being toys, are kind of larger than life, so to speak. A couple things that I really enjoyed about this in particular. I want to shout out a few names that I saw in the credits that I looked for that don't usually get a lot of credit. To make fantasy come to life, you have to have a couple things, and I really enjoyed. Costume design here was done by Amalea, A-M-A-L-E-A, Amalea. Costume design was excellent in this. If you're going to have toys come to life and you're going to have queens and all that, you have to have good costumes. This was vibrant. Like I said, there was a lot of color going on because you had the lamp flickering, you had the background colors changing to kind of look at tonal shifts and kind of show you where the tone was with warm and cool colors. The designs were cool. The bunny costume was a pretty cool stock bunny costume. Jen Engel's character, the queen, was really well dressed in a very Snow White sense of things. And I also enjoyed the princess. It gave you a Snow White, Cinderella kind of Disney feel, but with a modern kind of vibrant twist. The illumination of the colors on these costumes was well done. So Amalea costume design, excellent job. Also, prop master Christopher Hicks. I enjoyed the use of props. I mentioned earlier how they used the lamp and the lighting to reflect kind of the scared tone and the ominous foreboding doom that's coming for this little girl. So Christopher Hicks did a great job with... I'm not sure who did the overall scenic design, but I thought the bedroom in general was designed very well, and I thought all the props were used. You only had a short amount of time, but they were used very well in this movie as well. So if you guys like good lighting, if you guys like nostalgia and childhood stories, if you like fantasy and toys come to life, and if you like good storytelling in a short amount of time, this is a very quick, harmless, fun watch. Like I said, it's 4.5 minutes. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. Go support the indie art. Nightshade was a very fun thing to watch for me. And again, props to all the actors. I really enjoyed this. So Charles Shuttabala, please continue to direct movies. He also wrote this movie as well. Wrote and directed. So please continue to make movies for your company. I hope that your thing is doing successfully right now on YouTube and touring the film circuits. I hope that all of your cast and crew get more work because I really enjoyed all the work you guys put into this one. So guys, go check out Nightshade. I dug it. I think you will too. Charles, I hope to hear from you again in the future. I want to see more of your films. If you got other stuff you would like me to review, or if you know anybody else who has upcoming films coming out on the circuit or on YouTube, have them contact me. You have my email address. I would love to review things for your friends. Anybody else in the Pittsburgh or any other film industry locally that wants to get the word out there, hit me up. I will give a review on my channel, and I hope you guys all continue to make wonderful art, as I hope to spread the word to the masses and do big things with our creative geniuses. So, guys, best of luck in the future. This has been The Drive-In. I will see you guys again soon. Take care.